Hey, welcome to the stream. Last time we left off at the point where we had 12 bonding events to do. That was cool. So yeah, today the plan is to do all 12 of these bonding events.
Right.
I'm noticing also that for some reason the stream chat doesn't seem to be working today. So if for whatever reason that persists, I'm going to try to read the chat from my phone again. I'm gonna do one additional test chat message, but it doesn't seem to be functioning, which is very, very unfortunate. I don't know why this happens sometimes. It just, for unexplainable reasons, YouTube or Stream Elements or whatever doesn't send the message, so we're just kind of stuck there. So I apologize if I don't read a message that you sent me. And if it randomly does start working, that would be phenomenal. Unfortunately, absolutely no guarantees. So today, we have 12 bonding events. Let's see if we can find all of them. I see Emma on the left. On the bottom left, I see Yus is there too. Elfin, Elisa, Machias, Milliam. And then above that, I see Sarah, P, and Laura. I see also Celine, but Celine doesn't seem to be having a bonding event. I also see Gaius, and Toa, and Elliot. So that's great. I think that is basically everyone that this game has as a character that bonding events, with the exception of the 3 adult characters that joined us during Act 1 and the prologue, which all left, so that's good. Now there's one additional thing we should probably check. Are there any quests that I missed? Or could miss, really, because we are still here. We are still in the Act 2 free day, or rest day, however they want to call it. Ring Bridge, we did all of this. Visuals. And all of the collectible thingies. Then we have all the bonding stuff. And I don't see any quests here specifically, so it's just all bonding event stuff. And there are a few hidden chests here. So that's cool. I don't know how we're doing that now. Okay, well. Hey Julie Falcom, how are you doing today? I don't think the chat is working, by the way. I just said that, but I think that none of the messages that people send are showing up in the stream chat on screen, so I'll try to read them out loud. Now that you're here, you can hear my voice, right? Just wanting to make 100% sure that we are not having a repeat of the last stream where the stream chat wasn't working, where no one could hear me, so there was no chat and no voice, so that was phenomenal. Doesn't seem to be the case, fortunately, which is good. How are you doing today, by the way? Oh yeah, let's start with the million one, where I'm going to try to do a million voice again, and probably destroy my voice in the process. Great. Apparently they're gonna hold a Sunday school class tonight here and pretty soon. They did those in the capital and Trista too, right? Oh man, these are so cool. What are they like anyway? Yeah, very Sun. Wait, you never been to Sunday school? Oh, nice. Just having a chill day. Yeah, I have a free day today. Probably that will probably persist for a while. Wednesdays and Fridays all after 3 days, so that's great. No, sir. No, Siri. Don't feel like I missed out on anything either. Even hearing about kids getting educated doesn't make me think about the academy all over again. She said she doesn't feel like she missed out by not going to Sunday school, but she sounds kind of interested to me. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a chance that it will change after January starts, but that is often in the air. For now, I will just have free Wednesdays and Fridays. If you're curious about Sunday school, why don't we watch one of their lessons together? Together so you can see what it's like. Are we really allowed to do that? The church is meant to be a place for everyone. You can see them kicking us out. Assuming you don't stay quiet and assuming you can stay quiet and don't cause any trouble, that is. No problem. I'm the queen of quiet. Are you though, Million? Are you though? Not long afterwards, the children of Celtic began pouring in. It wasn't a long wait before class was in session. Hooray! Here we go! They all looked even younger than you, Million. Oh, I'm a grown-up after all. That's one massive stretch of the definition of grown-up you've got there. In fact, you'd probably be in class for early teens if you went to Sunday school. Does anyone know the answer? Huh? What's up, Susie? You stuck on such an easy question? If you're so smart, why don't you tell us the answer yourself? Well, I could do that. I don't want to make you look bad. You tell her, friend. I cannot count Mira well. You know the answer, Lulu. Meow. Alright. Settle down. Perhaps that was a bit too difficult. I know. The answer is 273, right? Reach. That's correct. But who might you be? She looks older than us. William, what did I tell you to do? Hey, what's the problem? I'd normally be going to Sunday school at my age anyway, right? Listen up, kids. I'm actually a student from none other than the amazing Thor's Military Academy. And so she hijacked the entire class. The end. How I take this chance to teach you all your substitute teacher? Excuse me. Poor girl. That sounds fun. Let's study together. Meow. She's as wild as ever, but I guess she's sort of helping out. Who's the sister? The sister you served, Million, took up the role of teacher for the day. Reen was worried at first, but surprisingly, she ended up doing a stellar job of helping Sister Olive out. Olive? Olive, probably, yeah. Well, except for the part when she almost gave Reen a stroke when she tried to introduce Eric Adlam. All in all, the kids all had such a fun time with the lesson that Sister Olive even thanked them afterwards. Oh, Noyan. Such an agent of chaos. That was so much fun! Sunday school doesn't seem so bad. Can we go again? Can we? I'm glad you enjoyed it that much. You weren't half bad as a teacher, too. You did almost ruin by bringing Ergebnum out at the end, though. I probably did so well because of all the time I spent at Thor's. Everything you guys told me ended up coming in handy. I kinda miss our class there. So let's do what we can to end this war and get back to school. Yeah, we will. I mean, if you think about it, setting Celtic 3 was the first step towards that plan. So let's keep it up, William. Roger! Your bond with William has strengthened. Amazing. Not that it really matters, we already are link level 7. It was pretty fun, but I still like the academy better. I can't wait until we're back there. Rosine recently started learning how to make medicine. She's taken to it very well. I should add, I believe she's mastered the basics already. At this rate, it won't be long before she can leave her in charge of tending to those coming with minor injuries. That's good. Oh guys, it's right here, I think. Somewhere. Let's see. Oh, he's probably around the corner then. Oh no, that's Elisa. Where's guys then? Oh no, he's just close to the square. There we go. Look at that wind. Just look at the windmill in the distance. Amazing. I wonder what that people to think. What led people to think of harnessing the wind's blessings like that. Perhaps the wind's the reason this market merchants are as resilient as they are. Kaya seems particularly interested in Celtic windmills. Spend time with guys. Now that you mention it, Matthias and V were hiding in the windmill on the highway for a while. You could go ask the farmer who owns it to let us take a look around if you like. I can't think of anything else like more. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Of course. They went to find Matthias, who in turn introduced them to the farmer who owned the windmill. And once they had his blessing, they headed out onto the East Celtic Highway. The Fast Celtic Highway? That's the one they were hiding out in during their time here. Huh, that's odd. The windmill stopped. And maybe something happened. Should go and let the farmer know about it. It seems to be a problem brought on by aging. You see, that rot on the cock up there is something that's stopping the blades from turning properly. I see. Is it difficult to fix? Not at all. That is doing in replacing the cock and it will be good as new. But it so happens I have spares here just for times like these, so you don't even need to go anywhere to get them. Oh no. I just realized I took the step ladder that was here back onto the farmhouse. Not going to be able to reach the cock without it. I'll have to go back home and get it. Oh, that won't be necessary. You know I could reach it if we work together, I think. Huh. Yeah, it's pretty high, alright. You think you can reach it? Pretty sure. Just, you know, don't drop me, please. I think I can manage that. Put me on again. Here you go. This here is the replacement cock. The blade should start turning again once that's in. It's working. Sounds like the turbines were blowing with the wind again. It should have taken a lot longer than a note for your help. Thank you kindly. Let me treat you to some freshly baked bread for the trouble. It was made with rye that was ground right here in this mill. Oh, cool! I also have the coldsteel 2 soundtrack. The coldsteel 2 soundtrack is kind of weird because it's... Oh wait, no, that's a Daybreak one. The coldsteel 2 one is pretty cool cover. The Daybreak one is kind of weird. It's like... They didn't know what to do with the cover art, so the back cover is just nothing. Just an empty void where a cover could have been. Kind of weird. The coldsteel 1 though, the coldsteel 1 and 2 one are pretty good. The only one, I currently don't have the ones for coldsteel 3, 4, 0, Azure and Daybreak 2. I have the samplers of course, because I have the coldsteel 4 sampler, the Reverie sampler, and the Daybreak 1 and 2 sampler. But with every release they became worse. Like the Daybreak 1 and 2 are just 8 tracks. Reverie was at least 10. And for Daybreak 1 and 2 they didn't even include the full opening and ending song. It's just the full opening and ending song. It was just only the opening version of the opening song. For Reverie it was at least the full version, and for coldsteel 4 they even included the ending track. Which is good. That is a really good track. Coldsteel 1 didn't have free shipping, that's unfortunate. Yeah, for me I had to pay for shipping, but it was like $6 or something. It was completely fine. It's at least better than buying from Pinbox. Like I also got some stuff from Pinbox in the past. No, from Bracerguild. Bracerguild.com. Bracerguild.com has also a lot of good stuff. But I got a t-shirt there and a hoodie, and for some weird reason, the hoodie was delivered from the Netherlands to my house, just the country where I already live, so I didn't pay shipping. But then the t-shirts were sent separately and got shipped from the US, so I had to pay a lot of import tax. That was very strange. But yeah, I have a pre-order in on the Falcom shop for the Trails of Sky Remake OST, mostly because it's releasing on the same day as the calendars are, like the yearly Falcom calendars, which I always have been getting for 2 years now, and now for a 3rd year. So I was like, well, I might as well just put in one order with all 3 of them, and that's what I did. This will have to take a while. It's probably gonna be shipped in late December. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm bored along the open borders, I guess. But yeah. It was kind of weird, like, why was this hoodie specifically shipped from the Netherlands? Like, how did that happen? It was really nice though. I'm actually wearing that hoodie right now. Yet another one of those wind blessings. Having the opportunity to see the windmill up close was a pleasure too. Thanks for showing me, Reen. I owe you one. Likewise. This windmill kinda reminds you of you know. Really? How so? The windmill stands tall and dignified, always in tune with the wind. There are also the fact they provide us in conspicuous ways, kind of like you. It really depends. For the Evo ones, it's kind of iffy, because there are some really good tracks. Like, I vastly prefer the ending song for Ow Evolution, or Trails to Azure Evolution, to the version that the PSP and the Kai versions have. That is a really good song. I know it's technically just the opening song on a different pitch and a different vocal performance, but it really fits the game. But like, you're not gonna buy an entire OST for one track. And as much as I do not necessarily like the opening animations of Zero and Azure Evolution, the opening song for at least Azure Evolution is really good too. Yes, I'm just realizing how reliable you are all over again. Thanks, I'm flattered, really. I'll do what I can to live up to that image. We can't rely on you all the time, though. That's too much of a burden for one person, so let's do what we can together. I'm getting bombarded with messages. Amazing. Link level 5, hooray! You might be able to get everyone max in this in the New Game Plus version. Yeah, I hope that even though it's like controversial, that they continue to keep the evolution soundtracks as an option in the upcoming remakes, because that was cool, even if they are not exactly popular. Especially second chapter, if I remember correctly. That was just, people hated that evolution soundtrack. Which also, it's also curious, it makes me curious how the soundtrack is gonna be for the remake. Who knows? We are gonna find out next year. That is also the thing, it's like, oh yeah, the remake is coming next year. That is very fast. It's just gonna be depressing when I'm done with Beyond the Horizon and I have to also join the waiting game. Well, we'll get it eventually. Yeah, they said by next September, right? So it's entirely possible that it's even faster than that. Who knows? I'm so relieved that Fiona's safe and sound. I shouldn't have to worry about her as long as she's with that either. And Nightheart. Don't forget about Nightheart. Oh my god. Yeah, there's no guarantee she won't run into danger in the future, but next to you, that's a pretty safe place to be. I'm just glad everything worked out in the end. We wouldn't have if not for you, and Velimar, though, and the rest of our classmates, of course. It won't be easy to repay you, but I'll be sure to help you as best I can. Come on, we've been through enough that you don't have to worry about repaying us. Just take some time to rest for now. Oh, I know! While I'm here, I might as well go listen to that fiddle player. I probably won't get a better chance than right now, right? Maybe I should join him. Spend time with Elliot. Oh, are you coming too? Sure, might as well. That wide open area over there looks like I will make for a good listening spot, shall we? We shall. Not bad, B man. Yeah, music like is perfect for the grand market. Oh yeah, now I'm all just up to work twice as hard. Thank you, thank you. Please note that the head is open to donations. He's good. The performance was something else. Yeah, even I could tell just how good it was. Seems to have lifted everyone's spirits here in the market a little too. You're right. It really is incredible how something so simple can put people's minds at ease. Music really does hold up its own unique power, doesn't it? I have to agree with that. Concepts like this one, and even your own, really make me realize how amazing music can be. I feel like that fact is sinking in for me all over again. There are things that music can do that military forces can't. Just like how there are things we can do that no one else can. This rescuing Fiona is a good example of that as any. Exactly. Whenever we're feeling down, we just have to remember what we've got our own role to play in all this. And we'll keep trying to find it while doing all we can to bring this conflict to an end. Yes. Oh yeah, recently I also learned that apparently the remake localization, specifically the translation, because localization is more than just translation, that's also dubbing and stuff. Apparently they only had 6 weeks to do all of it, which explains a lot of things. Among other things, among which is just the fact that there are a lot of weird yeah, how do you put it? Like weird cut corners, inconsistency with translation, weird voice deliveries at times, terminology changes for no apparent reason whatsoever, and the fact that there were literally, at least so far as we know, 3 versions of the English script. One for the Switch demo that originally came out, then a version for the demo that every other platform got, and then a different script for the version that released eventually. Like, it's just really, like, how did this happen? I know how it happened because Falcom didn't give the publisher a heads up months in advance to do all of it in time. And this is why you do localization before release and why you do it far in advance. 6 weeks is not a lot of time. Like, people can say, well, they had the Xseed script, but clearly they didn't use it. Period. And even if they did, it doesn't really matter anyway, because they still have to do Spanish, French, and German, which didn't exist. So, yeah. I just hope that for the second remake that A, they fix the terminology and pronunciation of things, and 2, that they actually have time to do their job properly and get QA testing done and stuff like that. Because I just feel bad for everyone. It's like, you want to make a good product, but you clearly don't have the time to do all of it. All of the things that you want or should be doing. The professional army's rooted peace has finally returned to this town. It may only be temporary, but for now, it's something worth celebration. It looks like incredibly uncomfortable to be here, not like a layman. One-to-one translation is actually a horrendous idea, because the problem is one-to-one translation would entail that we don't look at what things mean and just translate the words, and that doesn't work. You need to actually like consider how like why things were said and what an English alternative to it would be. That is kind of the point of localization. And they kind of did that for a lot of the one-to-one translation. That's a lot of that script in for the Sky remake, where they kept Japanese sentence structure for no reason, and that just doesn't function. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen anything cut. I don't know what you're referring to there. Like, cut words? I mean, yeah, they replace words with other words, but that's not cutting words. That is just coming up with with a sensible English alternative. That kind of reminds me of, like, I recently bought the Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian Season 1 anime Blu-ray, and I watched that, and I was like, oh, that's, and I listened to the audiobook beforehand, and there's a character that in the dub speaks random Japanese slang for some reason. The reason why for that to be the case is because in the Japanese script she speaks random English sentences for some reason, because she's a nerd. That's basically why. She just and what the dub producers basically went, oh, she's an otaku. She talks in English slang. How are we gonna do that in the dub? I know. We do a language swap. We make everything that was in English make Japanese, and everything that was in Japanese becomes English. Problem solved. And it works wonderful, actually. I don't remember cut sentences. I know that there were some lines that were different and some words that were different. I also think that was, as far as I know, that was also in the Japanese script, right? If I remember correctly. It was kind of weird. Hey Eustace, what do you say we walk around the market for a bit? It should be pretty fun, since they are finally getting back together. What brought this on? Who cares? Come on, let's go! Like, well, no one gives a shit. Let's go, Eustace. You don't have a say in this. If that redirect and reluctant Eustace to the Grand Market. This is the first time I've been to the Grand Market. Huh, really? That's a surprise. Though I guess you've never had the chance to come here during any of your field studies. Well, maybe part of the Croydon province, I rarely visit the Celtic itself. In fact, I hardly left Berea hard before entering doors. Well, that's all the more reason to make the most of our time here, right? Kind of a shame. Not really as bustling as it was the last time we were here. Maybe I should head back to the Courageous after. Alright, let's housekeep it! Oh, it's Mickey's dad. How are you doing, sir? Huh, it's been a while. I heard you did some real work on the Twin Dragons Bridge. That really got some piece of fresh apples in this morning, so yeah, fancy to retreat. No worries either. It's on me. Think of it as a celebration of Celtic's freedom. Well, if you're offering, thanks. Also, is the apple just clipping through Eustace's hand, or is Eustace or the other way around? Like, look at the right side of the apple. It looks like his hand is just clipping inside the apple. How did that? What? How does one eat this? Just take a bite into it. Fresh too, so it is better than the store bought kind. Are we Nom nom nom. Also, are we getting to see an image of the apple actually having a bite out of it, or did we not have the budget for that? To be fair, most games don't have this. It's kind of funny every single time. I will never forget the stupid sandwich in Xenoblade 1 and whatever the thing is that Rex is eating in Xenoblade 2 at the beginning of chapter 1. It's like no one, like there is just no bite out of it. Good ear! And just to be sure, you do go Rhea-san, right? Yep, we didn't do that. We didn't have the budget for that. That is funny. You knew? No need to panic. I've just heard rumors about you and your bro and all. They say the youngest brother is a bit unfriendly, but always kind to kids and the like. Then there is the eldest brother who is so skilled he is one of the reasons the noble line's been doing so well in the war. It's certainly true. Well, I can't deny that. Most of us at the Grand Market aren't exactly fond of the Korea, but at the same time, I'm no nearly silly enough to hold some grudges against you just because you're his son. Pretty sure the same applies to everyone else here too. It's a relief to hear you say that. Thank you so much. No bother. I'd hate to see him not have a good time here at all. Certainly wasn't expecting that. After everything that happened there because of my father's influence, I had thought to hang my head low, but who would have thought to be accepted so readily? Not all that complicated, you know. In the end, you're only tied to the Duke is through your blood, right? So just be yourself. Be proud of who you are, like you usually are. I really haven't been myself recently, have I? Not if you're giving me a pep talk like this, you're right, Means. I should take this time to prepare for future outings rather than wasted worrying over nothing. Good to hear. Your bond with users has strengthened. Hooray! Everyone's becoming level rank 5. Also, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try to get the stream chat back there for a bit again, hopefully. Oh, why is it? Oh my god. Love zooming in. It's amazing. I don't think this chat is working today. It just will not work. I have no idea why it doesn't work. Kind of annoying, honestly.
Right.
Let me see if I can do anything here to try and get the chat to function. Does chat? See if that fixes the problem. Probably doesn't, to be completely fair. Yeah, I don't see it's not working. I don't know why it isn't working. Sometimes it just doesn't function. I have literally no idea why. That's really unfortunate. Oh well, what can you do? I just hope that the stream on Friday goes without problems like these. If all professional army is done, I wouldn't blame the people of Skaldic for hating me. I was surprised to see that sure such is not the case. I wish I could show this to my father and my mom. My rival shotgun was in need of some maintenance, so I finally decided to bite the bullet and have someone take a look at it. I'll be staying right here until I get it back, but once I do, I want to go out and thank some people. It's everything the townfolk did for us by letting us hide out here. I want them to know their kindness wasn't taken for granted. He's right, we really owe them. Maybe I should join him. Do you mind if I join you? These people did so much for us that I think they really deserve our thanks. Happy to have you to have company. They waited for maintenance to be finished. Machias a shotgun. Then hit the town to start thanking people. Hey Machias! And your friend too. Thanks for feeding Lulu the other day. That's fine. I used to do the same for the cats that lived around my home. Also, what is happening with this shadow? What is happening with these shadows? That looks weird. Okay. That aside, I hope you've got to still bullying. That aside, I hope you're not still bullying Susie, Jake. Maybe I'm, or maybe I'm not. Who cares about that though? Come play with us, Spectres. Spectre? How many times do I need to tell you to have some respect for your elders? Despite the teasing, he seems to get along with them very well. Honestly, you kids don't know how worried I was when you never came back from the Tin Dragon's Bridge. Thank goodness you're unharmed. Sorry we should have gotten in contact with you sooner. I still can't thank you enough for providing us with food and drinks over here too. We'll be sure to pay you back in full one day. Don't you worry about that. You just focus on what you need to do for now. I'm sure things will only be tougher from here on out after all. Can read? I mean, I can also read. That's why I'm reading all of it aloud. I'm trying at least. Yay. Visual impairment and reading, my favorite. What you wanted to take these, hey, no need for that. If you really want to though, buy a newspaper or 10. I will get back to you on that then. He never stops trying to win a skill, does he? A sale, does he? Yeah. No need for you to thank us. In fact, we're the ones who should be thanking you for everything you've done. Not at all. The seven may never have been reunited if not for the help of Detriel here. Oh, we hardly did anything of note. You're all students of my good friend Van Dyke too, so it's not only natural. Look forward to seeing how much you grow by the time this war comes to an end. Thank you, sir. We won't let you down. It should be everyone, I think. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting them all to cheer me on like that. This just goes to show how meaningful the time you spent there was. They all seem pretty happy about being freed from the Noble Alliance too. It's a bit too early to be celebrating. He could come back at any moment. Still, going around and talking to the townsfolk has helped me better see that Celtic's free for now. I think I'm starting to see the power we have to help change things here in Erebonia for the better. Definitely. This is only the start though. It's up to us to get the heights we have achieved, and I won't forget it. I'm not curious. I didn't notice any lines that were just gone in the English script of Sky First Chapter, but you know, I don't know Sky First Chapter well enough to actually notice that either. I know the general plot, but it goes for every game in the Trails series that I haven't played. So that is Sky second, Sky third, and Azure because it played 0. I'm just hoping. I'm not expecting, but I'm hoping that there is going to be a Crossbell Duology Remake 2 at some point, because they are the only ones without English voice acting to any extent. where even the Sky original games have battle line voiced in English. Planning on heading down, Emma? Oh, hello, Green. Something like that. I was going to take a little walk to Maria Nature Park. Oh? It wouldn't have anything to do with Celine and I sensing the higher elements last time we were there, would it? Yes, actually. She told me about it. Though it might be a good idea for me to go take a look myself. It shouldn't be too much trouble for me. The monsters around there aren't especially changing. Especially not at our current level, we will literally obliterate it. This might be a good idea for me to tag along for anyways. I'm more than confident that you'll be able to take care of it yourself, but would you be opposed to some company? I'd like to see how the park is doing now myself. By all means, I'll be happy to have you accompany me. Well then, shall we? Together, Rien and Emma stepped out onto the highway and walked to the park. Something certainly is out of balance here. I can sense the presence of high elements as well. Fortunately, their effect seems to be limited to within the park itself. You don't think that there could be cryptid there, like the Green Castle, do you? Oh, I don't sense one now. The higher elements are only present in the park itself, so I think they are here as a result of the chaos and are very particularly because this area is close to a spirit thing. But I can't offer any guarantees that the surrounding area won't be affected in the future though. Emma? I'm sorry, I was wondering if you might be able to calm things down a little. I could try at least. Please step away. Oh, Spirit Vein, calm the chaos of this land by the guidance of my father. Any luck? No, unfortunately not. As I feared, my power simply isn't enough to quell the disturbance of this magnitude. And Soline's assistance wouldn't help me do any better. Oh well, at least she tried. Something wrong? I was just thinking, but Vida would be able to do it. The amount of power she has, she'll be able to handle something like this without even trying. Oh right. Always been following behind her, desperately trying to catch up. Always admired the incredible talent she has as a witch. That admiration isn't quite it. The truth is, I've always had a superiority complex when it comes to her. I'm always comparing myself to her. Always reminded of how lacking I am in comparison. I'm sorry. Even though it would be witch like me and still confident one like her. Only we're stronger. As I am here, there's no way I'll ever be able to catch up to her. I keep saying always, Emma. No one's born with the ability to do everything perfectly from the start. Just like with my swordsmanship, there's always going to be someone who has more experience. So rather than beat yourself up on not matching up, you should take it one step at a time instead. One step at a time? Yeah, and we'll be there doing the same thing with you. And gradually, bit by bit, we'll all become experienced and skilled at what we do. It's not something you can do overnight, but one day you'll be able to catch up with her. I suppose you're right. All we can do for now is focus on the task at hand and hope that we'll get it over. I think I was just feeling a little impatient and frustrated. Don't mind me. I don't mind at all. We all get that way sometimes. Anyway, we got to come all the way to the park. Want to walk around and relax some? Sounds lovely. Reed and Emma then enjoyed some quality life relaxing and admiring the area around Luminaria Nature Park before eventually returning to Calvin. Your bond with Emma has strengthened. And with strengthened I mean it was already maxed out and it didn't matter. And then there's people at the inn, and we still have... Yeah, so let's go to the inn first. Nobody really knows how to brew a damn good beer. But no, nice to find you here. Still hard to argue, she hasn't earned it this time anyway. She's been preoccupied the whole time. There's a Twin Dragon Bridge too. What is that stare? Nothing. Much to be careful. Just be careful and don't end up getting so smashed you end up getting left behind here, okay? Don't you worry, I'm an instructor. I'd never be caught that unawares, and besides, I have years of experience. Oh, maybe I should have a few barrels of beer on board for when I need a little pick me up. Proposal denied. You're a student on airship. You can't just hold kegs of booze on board. What a killjoy. Should I stay with her for a bit? I'm a little concerned about her. Well, just in case, I think I'm gonna stay with you for a little while. But afraid to say I wouldn't put it past you to drink yourself under the table and somehow get left behind here. Oh, come on, you should at least rummage up a little good faith in your instructor. Oh well, can say I might having some company. Margaret, a mug of your best lager for my student. A tea would be fantastic, thanks. Dies. The end. I've hit the spot. Bear me again, Margaret. Already? Aren't you chugging those down kind of fast? She is, and also like alcohol takes into effect. It doesn't tend to affect people in seconds. Like if you drink too much, it will affect you later in a ginormous amount, way too quickly. This kinda sucks. One take snooze to counter the bruises is all I need. Don't worry, Sarah's a relatively harvest drunk. Just sneak away, have some fun, pass out for a while, and then wake up in tip-top shape. That's why most people tend to let her drink at places. I've never seen her cause that much trouble while drunk, actually. Then we were all on board with my drinking then. Hey, where's that refill? Sorry, but we're all out. Say it again, so... Hard to get steady supply nowadays, thanks to the sad state of the current market. We went all out today as well, since it's a special occasion, but I'm afraid yours was the last one. You might be able to get your hands on some if you head over to the Great Market, though. Oh, baby! Fortune's on my side after all. Hey, Ween, I've got a little job for you. Join me in my quest to acquire booze. Allow me to respectfully decline. Aw, you really gonna make a drunk carry stuff on her own? Pretty please, with a cherry up on top. keep our seats smart and we'll be right back. Maybe you shouldn't have said it. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe you shouldn't. Oh well. Buy a barrel or two and I'll pay for it later. Roger. Wait, really doing this? Are you kidding me? Despite his objections, he was dragged to the Grand Market against his will. After finding and buying some barrels for Keldy's special brew, the poor boy was then Falcom asked politely to carry them all the way back. Those things are heavy as shit. Are those filled with concrete or something? Oh, come on, man up already. They don't need to be filled with concrete, really. Don't worry, those barrels are extremely heavy on their own. They are made of really heavy wood and iron. What do you expect? I'm gonna hurry so I can get back to drinking. Sorry, but I need a minute to catch my breath. Phew. Drug for alcohol never ceases to amaze, huh? But the Kafai and Dad are the same way. But they're older. I don't think alcoholism is a common equal as young as you. You really know how to run our lady, mister. Kinda surprised I came to like it this much myself, actually. I only ever got this way because I was copying someone else's at first. Oh, would you mind if I ask you who were you copying exactly? A certain gentleman to whom I owe a fair amount. He's the type of person who would fit right in an empty bar, swirling his bourbon too tenderly. Couldn't help but look at that image. This is how I all started. Oops, story isn't to be having with one of my students, huh? Just try and forget to say anything. It's nothing that is important anyways. Well, it's not often I get to hear talk about those things. I have to ask though. Is this where the founders for the classic gentleman originated from too? Who knows? I'll let you know and figure that one out on your own. More importantly though, get back to carrying. I can feel myself sobbing up here. Oh, it's fair, madam. After carrying the barrels back, Reem was forced to bear witness to yet another intense drinking session. Let's go! More level 5s! We are getting all the level 5s today. There's nothing quite like a nice cold beer after exercising. I wouldn't give for a stock of this stuff on the carriages. You're not filling up on our whole kegs and that's final. Oh come on! I was just joking! Mostly. We still have 5 of them to go, and all of them are in the inn. Alright, no, that's not true. There are 2 in the inn, and then there's also people at there are 5 that aren't actually. Quite a lot of them are. It's been quite some time since we were here. No matter how long Anyway, I don't think I'll ever be able to discover this place from my men. Oh, they forced us to learn from my men into a field study. You can say that again. Man, we had no idea what we were in for back then, did we? Really grown a lot. That we have. And we owe your transformation, our transformation to the experience we shared and the people who have supported us along the way. Should be careful not to forget the depth of gratitude we owe each and every one of them. Should I stay here and rest with Laura for a while? Can I join you for a while, Laura? By all means. Perhaps you'd like to order something as well? Guess I'll have some tea too. Excuse me? Hey there, what do we have? What will you be having? Oh, wasn't the way you were taking the orders as well? Actually, our waitress seems to have disappeared. Oh, I sent her out for a run some errands. We've kind of packed though, so I'm on the floor for now. Really? That must be exhausting. No, I'll get used to it after a while. What can I get for you? Shall we? You read my mind. I have a proposal for you. Will you be willing to let us assist us until Ruth returns? You sure? I hate to make you work when you should be relaxing instead. Like you said, it doesn't look like you're kind of swamped at the moment. This is a good opportunity for us to pay you back for our hospitality during our field study too. If anything, I'm the one who owes you for all your help. But if you're willing to give it a shot, no way to say no. Come around the back. I'll show you how to handle some of the more basic tasks. After their crash course in food service, Reen and Laura began helping out on Dean. Reen was on duty at the counter while Laura served as Louise's stand-in until she returned. Well, color me surprised! Good going, guys! There'll be a nice bit in the paying market. And well, on that note, hear me, champ. Mind doing me a favor and not getting plastered while I'm on duty? And the coffee and a carbon for table 3. Coming right up. Laura in a new costume. That's cool. Oh, aren't you looking adorable? I must admit, this attire makes me feel rather self-conscious. I don't think we've ever seen you wear an apron before. You look cute though, suits you. Oh please, there's no need for that. More importantly, we should probably get back to work. We did volunteer, didn't we? I got it. At some point, while the two were working, a group of girls came rushing to the store to cheer Laura on after catching wind of her waitressing exploits. And while this made her feel much more self-conscious, she still kept working diligently, a rosy thing coloring her cheeks. A tinge, yes. Soon after Louise had returned from the errands, I love there's a costume for this, but Laura then immediately never wears it again. I don't think you can even get it at any point. That was actually kind of fun, despite how hectic it was. It was nice of her to give us a dessert and tea afterwards too. Indeed, it's a rewarding experience. Walking around in here brought back memories of our field study too. Look, our minor dispute here, do you remember? Yeah, I do. You asked, do you like the path of the sword? Still think back on that question sometimes. Also caught myself asking such things to myself since then. The path that our blades will lead us down is uncertain, but we should both endeavor to improve ourselves regardless. Agreed. Your bond with Laura has strengthened. Level 6. Rena and Laura reach link level 6. Being wages was quite the experience. It stirred up a lot more memories for me too. We may have grown significantly since our first field study, but Emperor Room remains to continue doing so. What are you doing? Are you scouting for potential assassins? Me? Oh no, she's just asleep. Okay. You know that you're in an inn, right? You could just go into a room and get in the bed there instead of sitting between two plants on the second floor. You should have guessed into sleep. Not place for a nap fee. Now that I think about it, this was about where the leaders showed up last time. Maybe the worry that they might show up again tired her out. I hope she doesn't catch a cold sleeping here. Then I think I don't want to leave her here. And I don't want to take her to fight her, bring her up either. Maybe I can carry her to bed without waking her up. We go. I'm surprised how light she is. I hope she's eating well enough. We're in the middle of a war, but someone in her age still needs to eat and sleep well. She's still growing. Not that she's ever had an issue with sleep. It's actually built pretty well for how young she is. It's like she must have developed specifically for the purpose of being useful for the battlefield. Just holding her like this tells me a lot about her like she's until now. Sorry, did I wake you up? It's fine. What are you doing though? You were napping in the hallway, so I figured it'd be best to let you sleep on an actual bed. So you were taking me to a bed then. Let's not say things that would wind up labeling me as a criminal, please. What's up? Nothing much. I had a dream about what happened 10 years ago. Like when the boxers took me to Jrpg. I see. Might have been because you were carrying me. Wish I could sleep again. I know. Looks like she was only half awake. She started thinking Zephyr's leading me though. It's true that we essentially became peace new family at this point, but even then, we could play Zephyr for you, you know? But there's no need to bring it up. She'll probably have forgotten all about it once she's awake. There we go. I'll come and wake her up and it's time for us all to meet up. The bond with V has strengthened. And with strengthened I mean that it was already maxed out and it doesn't matter. Excellent. Don't like a light. I have to wake her up before we head off. Spoke with the market manager, and he agreed to let me use some of the stuff from the stalls they closed down. That stalls that closed down. I know they wouldn't have asked, but George said they needed materials for repairing the ship. When you're acting captain, you've got no work to do with that you've given. This looks like a bit much for her too, to carry all of that on. I can take half of that for you actually. Should probably take more than half. The show's probably as heavy as you are. There's no way you should be carrying it all on your own. Well, if you're sure. Oh, since you volunteered, mind doing something for me? There's a bunch of unusable stuff there that I thought of taking myself, so if you wouldn't mind. You want to be directed for you somewhere too. You think you can turn it up into something useful, then sure. Green cheerfully helped Noah sort all the usable items from the unusable items, and together the two of them carried anything worthwhile back to the ship. After that, they took the usable stuff to the highway. Here we go, all ready. Sounds like a 17 firing range. That's exactly what it is. This is the perfect for me to got some practice and then, you know what they say, there's no time to like the present. Practice? What kind of practice? Just a watch. That's a robogun, isn't it? Pretty big one at that. The design doesn't look a thing like your standard rifle production though. It's because it was made that it's FCF in Liberal apparently. It's so different from our average robogun that it shoots arms-based bullets. Because the easiest way to understand it is to think of that an orbital staff but like in the shape of a gun. First our argus units, now this technology continues to impress. I had no idea that CF was even producing stuff like this. Prince Oliver gave it to you, didn't he? Yep, right before he parted the ways with us. It's a prototype too, so normally only people involved in development will be able to get their hands on one. The Prince must have some connection with his NCF. But yes. But at least I'd be surprised to hear about this. Well, it is a totally new invention. To be okay with this because of my experience using regular robot guns at the academy, it turns out I was wrong. So would you mind helping me out with my target practice screen? Not at all. Can I ask what you brought all this on though? Already the best backup we could have asked for, since I asked for you to be taking a weapon now. I was actually a bit perplexed myself when he handed this one to me. I think he realized that I've been worried about my own lack of strength lately. You have? Sure, I didn't even notice. Oh, it's okay. Since I've been tasked with looking after the courageous, I can't really rely on everyone protecting me forever. And this isn't just some minor dash routine being swept in either. This is full-on war in every sense of the word. If I can't look after myself, I'm just going to end up being a burden. It's the last thing I want, so can you see why I want to become strong enough to protect myself? This has already been awakening when you got, isn't it? It's not just that either. Viscount said especially choose me to succeed in. He's trusting me to fill his shoes. To me, that makes it my duty to become capable of supporting everyone in the courageous. Well, that's more than enough to convince me. If you've got your heart set on this, then I'd gladly help you out. Let's become stronger together, Doa, along with the rest of Courageous. Yeah. Maybe small, but I don't know anyone else who works half as hard as she does. To do what I can for her sake, too. After joining her practice for a while, Rin leisurely walked Toa back to the town. Your bond is Toa strengthened. How is it still not maxed out? Thanks for helping me with all that. I feel like I've done a lot more practice before I could be of any use in the fight, but I'll keep it down. At the very least, I want to get strong enough to protect myself, so I don't slow anyone down in battle. Oh, you're in your school uniform. What's the occasion? I wanted to come along to give my regards to the market manager. So I'm using this as my secret disguise. Putting this on reminds me like how when we first met at Straya. Same here. It really suits you. No, to see it. I can't help but wonder if at least it's alright. I have a question for you, Rin. What's on your mind? Oh, on second thought, never mind. May I ask her what's up? If there's something on your mind, you can tell me. It's okay. Do whatever I can to help. Really? Well, to tell you the truth, I've never had a chance to really get a good look at the spread market. So I take this chance to do it, but that's what it is. It's in our school uniform, so I guess we should get away with it. No problem. I'll be glad to guide you around then. You would? Oh well. Far be it from me to decline such a gentlemanly offer. Once she had finished her business, Rena and Princess Elfin made their way to the Grand Market together. So this is the fabled Grand Market. That's so lively. I imagine it must have been livelier before the war, but it's still rather impressive if I so say so myself. I think that's all because of the merchants here. They work really hard to keep things going. I can certainly believe that merchants are known for being nothing not passionate. Oh my, there's a delightful smell coming from that stall. Let's go take a look. Looks like she's having fun. Don't think she had many chances to relax in a while, so I have to make sure she gets the best out of her time here. I think you're so delicious. I even had the pleasure of seeing the excellent workmanship with Maria House Guestwork. It's a shame I couldn't try out much renowned Celtic here too. We've got a couple of years to go before we start thinking about that. I was joking, of course. I did notice a lack of merchandise from Western Erebonia, however, despite that on the expected that the real researching still a bit of a shame. It'll probably stay that way until the workout soon end too. I'm actually surprised you noticed. Well, I am a member of the Imperial family. Let's check over there too. What is this damn war gonna end? Sure, the provincial army is gone. We're gonna be struggling to make ends meet to go on this fighting continues. I couldn't wonder what the Imperial family is doing at times like this. I haven't even heard one word about Cedric and now Prince Oliver ever since it all started. Sure, that's it, that His Majesty's safety tucked away in Heimdall at least. None but nobles have control of Heimdall though. So much for royalty, because it doesn't mean much if you can't even have any influence on a situation like this. Oh, there you might want to take those swords back. Apparently Princess Elfin is behind the Crimson Wings that chased the provincial army upon the Tin Dragon Bridge. For real? The Imperial family probably doing what they can just because we don't hear about it doesn't mean it's happening. As I have got to believe in them, and make sure the Grand Market is ready for when everything's back to normal. Well, I'm fine so long as we were, sweetie. Right, I gotta have to catch you later. Are you alright? Yes, thank you. I'm surprised that there are people who aren't happy with us right now. The fact that our efforts at improve our Colonial recognize is more than enough for me. This is very kind of you to say. I'm certain that what we are doing right now isn't in vain. That's right. That's why we need to keep doing what we can. I don't want to let the father or cat Cedric down, and Oliver is expecting so much from us. And I'd hate to disappoint him. Please don't forget. Sorry, what? I didn't read that part of it. Thank you. Hey, aren't you one of those kids from the military academy? Are you Princess Elfin? That didn't work. This isn't good. Beep boop. Things processed. Well, it's flattering that you mistake me for Her Majesty. I'm afraid you're the wrong person. And that's sorry. She's actually my little sister, you see. Huh. Didn't know you have one. I would say you don't really look all that alike. Oh, you aren't related by blood. Of course there are some benefits so that we can get married for one. Fuck you, Elfin. Shut the fuck up. Do what? I had always heard Richard. Did you know the only visits Did you know the only visits to visit me at school once a month? Have you ever wrote this cruel? I guess it's good as you get along so well. You sure do. Oh, Elfin, you're horrible. Phew, looks like we managed to avoid outing you there. You definitely overdid it though. Oh, not at all. I was simply speaking from the heart of Lisa's heart. You try to visit her more often once it's all over. I'll do what I can. That is a no. With their trip to the market over and mildly flustered, Rin escorted Princess Elfin back to the Courageous. The bond with Princess Elfin strengthened. She's almost level 6. And now we only have the one for Lisa. And we save the game as well. How much time do we have for this game at this point? 104 hours over my original gameplay playthrough and this one. Pretty good. How not to get a little nostalgia thing back years ago. I'm thinking back all those requests we did, all and the whole mess with the dead market last time we were here. I bet none of us ever thought things would get this crazy back then. Oh well, ever since taking a stroll down memory lane, we could actually walk around and do things here. Do I ask if you want the company? Think about it around with you. Go right ahead. Where should we start? Green and Elisa decided that they'd go back to see the parts of town that had the biggest impact on them. Kind of surreal thinking about how this where it all started. Getting dragged out here and handed a bunch of requests from the townsfolk sure was something. It certainly was an interesting experience. Especially against Instructor Sarah's refusal to help us at all. Though it makes sense now, having noticed she's a former bracer. And thanks to all those field studies, we learned how to think and operate independently. Yeah, normal students wouldn't have gotten the same opportunity to learn things that way. The fact that we overcome so much since then just goes to show that an effective method was right. Effective is right. And we can keep applying what was done even now. Telling us around Mark sure brings back memories too. This is where things really kicked off for us. Definitely. First there was a dispute between the merchants, and then we got caught up in that case with the bandits. I don't think we ever questioned so many people in my life. It was tough, but our teamwork helped us pull through in the end. If we had been short by even one person, I doubt things would have gone as well as they did. Especially if you hadn't been there to play a huge part in the whole thing. They to inflict the guy's ego, huh? All that's left now is the highway. Since we can't really go too far out, how about we take a right and go back then? I want to see what's going on over near Trista too. Might as well. I'll head back to the braces then. We even got the sidecar, so I'll grab that while I'm there. Kinda funny that they know that we have that. Oh, you don't need to go through all that hassle. Because it's right on the back and to keep things simple. Sure, we can do that. At least they reference that we do have it, because we do. We did get it last time. The Earth handle still seems really well protected, perhaps more so now. Now that they've lost the Twin Dragons Bridge, this area is probably more vital to the Alliance than ever. Yeah, it still doesn't look like we're getting back to Trista anytime soon. Don't worry, our day will come eventually. It might not have been our intention, but we played a part in the liberation of Celtic. We will try and liberate Trista and the Academy in the same day. I guess. That's right, you've got to think positive. We need to keep moving forward. I believe that our path will take us there eventually. They return to Celtic, taking extra care to not be noticed by the Noble Alliance forces along the way. Oh, the concept of increasing someone's bonding level when it's already matched. I think more ready than ever, so take back first now. We can do this, Ring, no matter what it takes. In the end, we'll get our home back, I know we will. And that is every bonding event. It only took us 1.5 hours to do all of them. Oh boy. There's still some time before we have to leave. Should I head back to the Graces now? Return with the Graces will complement your to advance. Any unseen bonding events will no longer be available.
Leaving so soon? You're...
Hello, my friend.
I see you remember me after all. That's quite the honor, Reen Schwarzer.
Just who in the world are you? I'm aware how you've been supporting both us and Major Nightheart from the shadows, but you're a little too suspicious for your own good. Why do you know my name? What exactly are you trying to accomplish?
There's no need to be hasty, but the time has finally come for me to reveal my true identity to you.
Ratatata. Revealed.
Ta-da! Tis I, Thomas, your favorite instructor!
Why, hello, Thomas. I didn't know you were here. Actually, I did. I knew exactly who it was from the start.
What?
Lemao.
It's certainly been a while since you've enjoyed the bliss of one of my enthralling lessons, hasn't it? I trust you've been doing well.
Why are you, of all people, here? Wait, no. The better question is, why were you in disguise in the first place?
An excellent question. And, fortunately, one with a simple answer as well. You see, I simply wanted to avoid any trouble that might arise if anyone were to place me as one of Thor's instructors.
It's funny that you forgot about this guy when this game makes him a bazillion times more important than he ever was in Cold Steel 1, which is kind of funny.
I must be a master of disguise, because it works so well that no one ever suspected me.
Well, you also changed your voice somehow.
I think I need a minute to process all of this. So you're the one who helped us back at the Twin Dragons Bridge?
Indeed, 'twas I. My goal was to aid you as covertly as I could manage, but there's no need to lurk in the shadows any longer.
I also love that freaking Nightheart had no fucking idea that this guy was in disguise. Like, how did no one figure this out? Specifically, Nightheart. Like, he has a teacher there. He knows him for years. What is happening?
I pledge my support, my life, my love. From now on, you can sleep easier at night knowing I'll be right there.
And the only reason I can think of it that doesn't work is because he, you know, his abilities. Yes. Abilities, yes.
Isn't this all a bit sudden?
Yes, yes, I mean, not as if he cares. Or ever will care. Oh, goody, goody.
Oh, I suppose it will be helpful to have another instructor on board.
This machine is so disappointed. It sounds like he's just like, why was it had to be this dude? Why? After gladly welcoming their new allies aboard, Green and the rest of Plus 7 took flight once again to assess the situation in Erebonia.
Up a rank you go! Here's a bonus from the Academy.
Ranking increased to rank A6. Received Waterfall as a perk. Is Waterfall, is that a water quartz or is that a lesser quartz? I think it's a water quartz.
Wow, that must have been tough. I'm so proud of you, Reen.
Hooray! S rank, let's go! The funny thing is that you can only get S rank if you do specifically recruit Becky in time, otherwise you don't get this. You get A rank. Hooray! Touring Erebonia, Part 2. Oh my! This ship is simply spectacular! There is something to captivate the eye at every turn. I've been dying to board the Gracious for quite some time, so being here now is a dream to come true. Oh right. And all my dreams were dashed the second I learned that suspicious man turned out to be Instructor Thomas. I know how you feel. So much for a super cool action hero. I don't know, he's always come across as an airhead. But maybe there's more to him than I thought. Instructor, what exactly made you leave Trista? Actually, it was Principal Van Dyke. He wanted me to look out for all the students who had fled the academy. Make sure they are alright, covertly lend them a hand, and if they were in pickle, that sort of thing. Really? You know, it was tough to Principal Van Dyke that George and I were able to reunite with everyone too. The more time goes on, the more people you realize have been looking out for us. Tell me about it. We have so much to be thankful for. Make sure you never forget that. Regardless, now we're taking our friends to this irregular bridge, but I suppose to resume traveling around and getting information. As for me, thanks to our operation being a complete success, we should be able to land at Keldake and the bridge too. So like Yusa said, let's get back to getting information and helping out those in need. You got any more requests for us to knock out? Yup, Prince Oliver sent along some words to see, feel free to take a look at it. Beep boop boop beep boop. I'll make a mech out of you. I'd like to put your Divine Knight skills to the test. If the opportunity presents itself, meet me in the main corridor of the Twin Dragons Bridge, in Tractor Nightheart. Terrible news! A malevolent worm has swallowed Toa whole. What will the Gracious do without its darling martial mascot? Okay, so that was a fabrication. But just think that if she had been swallowed, you'd surely do your best to kill that monster, no? Monster Abyss Worm. Location, Guerrilla Biro 2, West Side, written by Oliver. No, that would be the worst outcome. That monster would not just die, that monster would be shattered into a bazillion smithereens. After we drag Toa out of the freaking Worm of Doom. Creeping for creeps. Manager Vikings. The outdoor bath area has been host to a variety of strange things lately. While this isn't an urgent request, I would really appreciate if you could come help us investigate why. For further details, please speak to me at the front desk of the Phoenix Range. Yeah. Also, Toa's just standing right there in the background. Yep. We've got all kind of different ones this time. Certainly wasn't expecting to see one from Major Neidhart, especially one involving Valimar. I wonder what he wants. I'm sure you'll elaborate once we're there. If you can take care of that and the extermination request, it should be okay. These all look like so much fun. I can come this time, can I? You do know this isn't a game, right? No, it's not like we can hold our own in the fight, why not? Anyway, let's get started. It is temporarily not possible to remove William from the party. Well, that's good, because I wanted her in the party anyway. Elisa is coming with us, Fee is coming, obviously. Who else is a good idea to bring with us currently? Maybe Laura and Emma, because they are low level currently. Someone else is in the at least level 80 roughly. You can now stop by Becky's trade shop on the 3rd floor of the Grages. At this shop, some goods can be exchanged for more rare or valuable items instead. Items that have been missed previous chapters of the story are occasionally available to buy. As curious to be certain to check back frequently. That is actually a good thing to check because hi Joa. Hey, there's Sleepy. There's Sleepy. Huh? You've really gotten the hang of this observing thing. I don't know what it is. Some stuff just comes naturally to me, like pulling pranks and pulling pranks. Give me a few more days and I have to scoop on all kinds of naughty escapades happening on the surface. This wasn't designed to help you peep, you know. Vivi's actually a pretty good choice as an observer. She still is clearly pretending to be so cheerful. Better than soaking around everywhere, maybe. Just you wait, Reem. I have few more days on the job, and I'll have to beat on every naughty secret and going on happening down below. We were building this ship to help people, maybe not to imitate their privacy. Just you wait, Reem. Oh yeah, we already got this 96. Since the war broke out, I haven't had any time to practice anything on my own. Archery still sharp for obvious reasons. But my lacrosse skills have gone down in Canada. I can't wait to get back to the academy and start playing again. Our club was great for that. We all competed with and encourage each other too. Get better instead of focusing on ourselves. That's why I want to take Torch back as soon as possible. I want my life to be like that again. Hey, good talking, Elisa. But if you want to do that, you're going to need a whole lot more practice, so you better keep it up. Right. Yeah, we already did all of these. The last one was Spain. I know that for a fact. I'm relieved we were able to put an end to my father's foolishness. However, I'm also relieved that there There were many in the provincial army who felt the pangs of guilt at having to obey his orders. The provincial armies are small about pride and elegance, or at least that's what they like to think they are about. No matter how you dress it up, taking hostages demonstrates neither of those things, and we think they realize that too. It's difficult to believe my father was so foolhardy as not to. He seems to be growing impatience, and that impatience is only growing more pronounced by the day. I want to help, but I wonder what my mother thinks of his behavior. Well, no point in getting too worked up over it. If he does something stupid again, we'll just have to mess it up for him, like we did last time. Well, she's right about that. Someone's planning something that we need to do to step in to stop. That's exactly what we do. That's what we have to have the graces for too, right? It strikes me as an overly optimistic outlook, but I see your point. Regardless, as much as I'd like to think that he'll calm down, I doubt we'll be that fortunate. We'll need to remain vigilant. Father goes one visit by the day, so I hope he doesn't do anything else foolish. I have a growing sense of threat that he will. He says just need to relax. Besides, we'll keep everyone safe if it comes down to the speech of safe. Thank you. I still hardly believe that we were able to rescue Fiona. The Imperial Army in the state that it's in, there's no guarantee of her safety, but the chances seem way better now. Hopefully, with my worries of my mind, I can be even more helpful to all of you. It's always good to hear. Good to have you back in the nice place, Elliot. Huh. Let's see to expect when sending up stuff here, but it's actually not bad at all. Might even be better than the stalls at the Grand Market. Make sure the facilities are state of the art by any standards. Would really like those stalls. What was they planning on selling here anyway? Got a bunch of rare stuff I grabbed from the Grand Market. Need to learn a thing or two about dealing in the market though, so we'll be simply instead of using Mira. Thinking a bit of Mitch's book. I don't mind having a second pawn show outside of Trista. What is this? What is this? Was expecting to find you here, Your Highness. You and I were just having a nice little chat, you know, cold talk. I mean, we've grown ever so close since the first surgery night. It's always nice to spend time relaxing with your friends. I'll take you not to put words in my mouth. We've only even known each other for about half a month. We've had plenty of time to develop a deep and abiding affection that will stand the test of time. Besides, we've been fortunate enough to end up on the airship together, so why not take that chance to get a little closer? I think we've destined to be wonderful friends from the moment we watched Rings back together in Ymir. I didn't know such thing. She's even got Celine on the ropes. This was all the real intro at this. You know, she's hoping to throw me off. Between her and brother, I'm inclined to believe the Imperial family's bloodline is nothing but weirdos. They're probably expecting the exceptions rather than the rule, at least I hope so. She is actually a big softie, you know. For instance, she made it a point to come along and help calm my nerves right before to the Twin Dragon's Bridge. You don't need to spill every little detail of your being. It might be free of the Alliance control, but that doesn't mean it's safe. If the 4th Division using the Twin Dragon Bridge as a base, it very well might become a war zone before long. I know we already have a lot to keep track of, but we should try to keep an eye on it if we can. Gotta say, seeing sort of Thomas pop up like that really threw me off for a loop. I'm amazed to manage to last this long without getting himself way over his head. Really sure, but so amazed. I know sometimes it might seem like I hate the guy, but I don't really. I just find him hard to deal with. Perfectly so this Nighthawk video, so I could have him in the hot seat while I made my escape. There's skateboards. Huh. Yeah, they have skateboards with character profiles on them. That's funny. Also, we're playing more Blade. Let's see. Alisa is out of the question. Same goes for Fee, I think. Let me check again who has max rank. I think we can see check it in Link. Yeah. Yeah, so you have 7, you're 6. Or we can do it with Laura, Machias, Usus, Gaius, and Seraph, potentially.
Then let us begin our duel.
Dun-dun-dun.
Please, draw a card. Then I'll make the first move.
What did you do again?
Power! I didn't expect that. Mirror! Well played. I didn't expect that. Raging winds.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I admit defeat. Well done.
I'm really bad. That's the funny thing is I'm really good at this one, but I suck at the other ones. I need to collect decks, so like for this one you can just play the game. I've given up on trying to even play them in the coldsteel 3 for Reverie. Just not. I can't do it. My blade skills were insufficient, but don't assume our next match will be the same way. So, let me check again. We need to. We need to do one with Sarah too, if I remember correctly.
Okay, let's get this thing going.
Do I get anything
Go on,
good?
draw a card.
Not really. That sucks. Okay.
Looks like we need to draw again. After you,
Okay.
my dear.
Okay, got rid of all those low cards. That's good.
Time to power up.
Or not.
Ugh, I'll so get you for that.
Oh, if you want to do it that way.
Wait a second. Don't hate me for this.
I will. Oh, of course.
Come, lightning.
Yeah, okay. That
Look
is
at
just
me
lost.
go.
That was a good move. Still got it. Oh, see you around, Green. See ya, Sarah. Okay. Now I need to check because I didn't know everyone's rank again. I think Gaius, yeah. Gaius and Machias. All the guys, basically, yeah. Might as well do Machias and Eustace.
I'm not gonna hold back.
You better not. Oh, of course I get a 1. My favorite.
Well then,
Actually, fun.
go ahead and draw. All right.
Yes, yes I will.
I'm going first.
Six, 7. 11. 18.
'Now you've done it. Ah, crap. Blast.
Oh no. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bolt.
Oh, actually, no, that's not bad at all.
Now you've done it.
It doesn't really matter because he. Oh, wait, what? Ah! Oh, does it just delete from? Oh, it got deleted from existence. Fair enough.
It's mostly lucky.
I thought he got the. I thought that you stole the card, but I guess it just deletes it from the deck. Okay. I thought like, oh shit, he has the card now. But he didn't. You win this one. I figure you are now though. Don't think you'll go so lucky next time. Okay, that is 3 already. Uses.
If we have to.
Oh, we don't have that card.
Draw
we do
a
have
card.
This one.
Go ahead then. How about this? I can't believe this. Be gone!
Oh, okay.
We have the same score. Let's redraw. Go
Oh.
ahead then.
That sucks. Okay.
Now you've done it. Now you've done it. My victory was assured from the start.
Yeah, it went wrong the second that I switched, that we tied. That was my loss. So, yeah. I should be departing. Bye bye, buddy. I think I can do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So maybe Elliot, Gaius maybe? Yeah, Gaius, yeah.
Shall we begin?
Shall we begin? Yes, indeed. We will indeed begin.
Go ahead and draw. You should go first.
So it seems. Okay, well, I can tie immediately and then
Guess we need to read who should go first.
ruin his potential for a high deck. Okay. There you go.
Time to pull out a force.
Yeah, that is a bad idea, buddy.
Well done. Well done. Well played. I hate to do this, but... Well played. Winds, aid me.
You can do that. That is not gonna help him much, thing. Unless you have another 4 to lock.
Lost, but I had a lot of fun.
Impressive. I should have seen that coming. Well, let me know if you want to play it again. I'm always down for a game. Also, the audio is stopping on my end. That's weird. I'm gonna restart the game for a bit. I think that the game is stuttering, and you probably also noticed that. Let's see. Restart the game. No idea why it's stuttering so much, though. That's strange. And just load the game again. Not gonna be streaming for much longer, but I at least wanna get all of the optional stuff here done. Orwell Factory Holds, we haven't been there yet. George and I have been doing some work on the Gracious Sound engines. They're the most important part of the airship, so they've got it kept in absolute perfect shape. That's right. Which is why I'm hoping you don't drop another wrench right between the two most delicate parts. Jeez, that almost gave me a heart attack. But other than that, though, you did a great job. Sorry about that. Poor George. We don't really have anything cool currently. What is causing so much stuttering? Not perfect, but at least it fixes some of the problems, hopefully. Okay, I remember that there are so a few people that didn't have maxed out everything. Come on, another. There's nothing quite like the spice of the fine nights in battle. Yeah, you feel strength, alright. I haven't felt the sort of pain in some time, but watching you and Bella fight was a one downside inspiring. Okay, well, that is everything there. Let me see if I can change this. Oh my god. It's so funny that you can do this. It's so stupid. So a Herschel bike. The other is fine. This is fun to have that though as an option. Oh, factory hall. Okay. We're gonna go to the bridge and pick the Toa. Rescuing Fiona is its own reward. But also I feel as though it helped give me a much needed confidence boost. You made a real contribution to the war this time. I feel like you will actually have an impact on the fate of the nation. Next time I start losing my nerve, I'll just think back on this and how strong we really are. We can now jump to Celtic using the Power Rangers. You can now jump to the Twin Dragons Bridge. You can now jump onto North Person Highway 3 by traveling to East Trail the Highway 2. You can now take Twin Dragons Bridge from the eastern side of it and head towards Corellia Fortress.
Where do you want to go?
My god, the stutters are awful. I'm gonna go and we'll go do the snowboarding minigame and then I'll be stopped streaming because I think something is going wrong. If you see, it's just that, or the game is just deciding to not function properly. Let's see if there are new locations. There's keyboard on. We can now play B2 course. Select course. B2. Ow. Oh, this is horrible. Why is it so... What is happening? Retry. And there was another easy one.
I did it!
It's only getting worse too. What the hell? Oh, I accidentally pressed the retry button. Oh, I can do it too. I can do it again. This is not too hard. Unfortunately, the stutter makes it horrible.
Did it!
Finish! Cleared P2 course. There's no point stopping you, is there? I doubt any of the other youngsters in the village can compare with you now. Oh, here's your prize, go ahead and take it. Green emblem. And I'll be sure to keep it up. Certainly, I'll see you then. Talking of seeing you then. This is going to be where I end the stream. No idea why the game is having so much stutters. It's kind of embarrassing actually. No idea what's causing the game to be like, oh, actually, fuck you. So, of course, when I'm trying to stop the stream, it's fine. Of course it is. Now the stutters are just gone. No. Might as well see if there's anything else. Might as well look at the quest list before we leave it off. Because I am still gonna do that. It's 4:13. It's perfect time to just leave it for a bit. Let's see. The list of potential quests to do. There's some missables. There's some extra bicolors. But no hidden quest seems like. Interesting. Yeah, there are just no hidden quests in this entire thing. That is weird. That is a new one. I didn't expect it. I didn't think there was any chapters where there was just no side quests. That or optional side quests. That is weird. Well, that leaves us with the end of this. I hope you all enjoyed watching. I'll be back on Friday, same time, to do Act 2 Part 2, nearly in its entirety apparently, because there are no optional side quests. And the only thing that we can do currently in Act 2 Part 2 is the extra bonding events, which are immediately afterwards, so great! Well, until then, thanks for watching, goodbye.